What is going on, guys? It is your boy Squid here, and welcome to another Black Ops Cold War video. And in this one, I'm bringing you ranking all 8 6v6 only maps in Black Ops Cold War multiplayer. So I think I've got about 5 hours played on multiplayer right now. I've played every map at least twice, and obviously for the maps that I've only played like twice is maps like Satellite and Miami and stuff like that. But I have played those, of course, in the beta like 5 or more times, of course. I did play the entire beta. So, yeah, so I have a pretty good experience with all the maps in this game, and I have a good ranking of them, I feel like. I feel like a lot of the people, including myself, have been kind of mean towards, towards the maps this year, because this is the least amount of maps we've ever received in a COD game on launch, and hopefully they add like 5 more, and, you know, excluding Nuketown. Yeah, I'm not going to be including Nuketown in this because it hasn't come out yet, but yeah, so leave your list in the comments, and of course tell me if you guys agree with mine, and yeah, but without further ado, guys, let's get right into the list. So Cartel right here is, in my eyes, the worst map in Cold War right now. I think this is the general community standpoint as well. I think you know, Cartel is definitely, I think, the biggest map in this game. It is interesting because Cartel, if you don't believe it's the biggest map in the game, it's also a combined arms map. It's the only map besides Armada and Crossroads that's a combined arms map, and it didn't get changed at all, really. So, to be put in that mode. So, this is just a big map. I feel like there's a lot of head glitching and a lot of camping that goes on in this map. You know, it's just a hard map to learn the flow of. I feel like this map has barely any flow. I mean, everyone's always around the hangar area and, you know, just camping around there. It's not too difficult to kill campers in that spot, but, you know, it is what it is. There's barely anyone ever by the rock area on the left side of the map besides me, and head glitchers, of course. And like I said, it's a hard map to actually get the flow down. It's a cool looking map, I have to say, but you know, I feel like it barely has any flow, and like I said, it's a huge map, right? So it's not really a very fast-paced and fun map, you know, like something like Crossroads and stuff. But yeah, you know, definitely Cartel in Miami. Cartel was in the beta, and I remember when it first got released, no one liked it. It's not a horrible map, I will say that. I don't think any of the maps in this game are like Hovek Sawmill type level or anything like that, or Azure Cave, but they are definitely, you know, they're not as good. I feel like the maps in this game, they tried to be more like Modern Warfare did this year, and I just don't, I don't like the Modern Warfare 2019 map design like a lot of other people. I definitely prefer the map design from like BO3 and BO4, I should say, because it's boots on the ground like this game is. But yeah, Cartel with the bushes and everything as well, it's so hard to see. The middle of the map should not be this deadly in a COD game, but on this map it is. So Cartel is my least favorite map in the game, and yeah, so let's move over to the number 7 spot, guys. So I have to put Miami at number 7 here as my second least favorite map. I've already mentioned it a few times in this video. It's definitely a really, really good looking map. Like, they did a great job with the aesthetic and the graphics and everything. I feel like that's the general, again, the general take of the community. You know, it's a good looking map for sure. And definitely they nailed it with that, but it's just so similar. The flow, it just reminds me so much of Modern Warfare maps where it's so hard to find people, and when you do, they're like up in the balcony sniping or in the place to my right, you know, that there, you know, I think I end up going the building right to my right there, that doorway, they go up in there and they camp, which I discovered that they do that in the beta. There's barely anyone that ever goes towards the beach on the map. I feel like the main problem with this map is it's too big. Same with Cartel, and I feel like Cartel kind of gets a pass though because they put it in combined arms, and it's kind of fun in combined arms even though it is laggy. But yeah, Cartel is probably my favorite combined arms map, but nonetheless, with Miami here, like I said, it's a good-looking map, but it's just too big. I feel like, and a lot of people say they have trouble spotting other enemies, you know, enemy players in this map. I really don't, but maybe that's just because I'm using the M16 a lot, and I have, like, the flashlight on, I think, so I can, like, identify targets from further away, which is cool, but, yeah, the map is just too big, and, it just doesn't really have too much flow. So, it gets the number 7 spot. At number 6, guys, and I'm kind of confused as to where I was kind of confused as to where to put this map, but this is Armada Strike. This is just the giant ship, the center ship in taken out of the Combined Arms. It's even got the rappel hooks you just saw right there, where you can rappel all the way up to the center of the place. It is definitely a little bit different. Some of the doors are closed, I noticed, and it is definitely a little bit different in the Combined Arms version. Of course, you can't go out in the water on the outside, but I feel like this map is just so linear, and there's so much camping that goes on in the building. As you can see right there, that guy was sitting there camping, looking through the window. There's so much camping that goes on, and if you're on the side, I can't remember which side it is. It might be C in domination, C flag. It is so hard to flip the spawns on this map in like team deathmatch, or really just in anything, honestly. It is so incredibly difficult because the map is so linear, like I said, because it's a boat, and unfortunately boat maps are really cool, but just like USS Texas, I mean, they really don't really correlate that well into fast-paced fun gameplay. But the map's not terrible. I like it more than the previous 2 maps, I have to say, but it's not great either. At number 5, sort of in the middle of the pack for me, I've got an interesting pick here. I have Moscow from the beta, and in the beta, this was actually I think my least favorite map. I think I played it the least in the beta, and it is a middle of the pack map for me. It's not my least favorite, but it's also not my favorite. And I said that. I think I said that in when I did a video on the beta. It's not going to be my favorite, and it's just going to be an average map, honestly, for me in this game, and that's exactly what it is. I feel like the back spawns in this map are too big. Like, I feel like the map is too big. If they would have just shrunk it down a little bit, I would like it more, I feel like, but the back spawns, especially not the spawn that I'm in right now, but the complete other side of the map, there's this huge section of it that you can just run around the building for a long flank that basically has, like, no cover, and I feel like you just take that out of the map. I mean, it's just a waste of space, but, I mean, it's pretty fun for domination, I have to say, but for team deathmatch and kill confirmed and stuff, which is pretty much all I play, those 3 modes, it's not really the greatest, but, it's not a bad map if you like it, but, for me, it's just the middle of the pack, and, so Moscow comes in at number 5, so let's move into the top 4, the best maps, guys. Coming in at 4 is Satellite from the beta again, and honestly, guys, originally I had this, I think, as my second favorite map. I'm pretty sure I did, but when I played it, I think it was this game that really showed me how much I hate this map. Honestly, in team deathmatch and kill confirmed, it's not bad, but in domination, I hate this map with a passion. I mean, B is so incredibly difficult to get, and I feel like the map, honestly, is unbalanced. It's like Armada, where in domination, it is so hard to get B, and guess what? It's the same spawn that's on Armada. It's the same side, and it's just so hard to get up there because you're automatically at a downhill advantage, and I guess you are on both sides of the map, but one side is just way easier than the other, clearly. The dunes are so annoying because you have people, nerds head glitching with snipers, and that can get really annoying. I feel like everyone as well just sits around the middle of the map and, just with an SMG or something, with an MP5, just sits around the corner and just head glitches the whole time, which is extremely frustrating. And, I noticed the chopper gunner, though, wasn't very good on this map. And kill streaks in general aren't really the greatest on this map, which you would think they would be, because it's mainly open the whole way, the whole map is. But, yeah, Satellite, it's not terrible, but in domination, I find it almost unplayable, to be honest. Starting off the top 3, I have Garrison, and this is one of the 2 maps that were not included in the beta and not just smaller versions of the Combined Arms maps. And Garrison is, honestly, Garrison and Checkmate are both really good maps, and Checkmate is gonna be coming up soon, but yeah, so Garrison, I really do like this map. I have to say, I think I played it in TDM, of course you're seeing kill confirmed, and I played it in domination when I first got the game, and I played it at 4 in the morning, but Garrison, honestly, it's just a fun map to play. I mean, it has like the middle section with the tanks all over the place, and then it also has, where I'm at right now with the catwalk, where a lot of people like to camp, but it's not the most difficult thing in the world to get them off that camping spot, and I feel like it's a pretty balanced map as well. Both spawns are, I feel like, have a pretty good chance on like Armada and Satellite, but yeah, overall, I feel like it promotes, you know, different types of weapons. You know, as you see, you have areas like this where you can use a shotgun, and then you also have long-range areas where you can use the M16 and the Type 63 and the AUG and stuff. So overall, it's a really well made and balanced map. Checkmate is here, guys, which is a really interesting name for the map, and it's a very unique map. So, of course, Checkmate's at number 2 here. I really, honestly, I can't decide which one I like more, Checkmate or Garrison, which is very surprising because they're, you know, the only maps that weren't in the beta. And, so, honestly, this map, as you can see, it has a giant plane in the middle. You can go under the plane, you can go in it, of course, and that's where most of the fighting occurs, you know, close quarters combat, but also the side of the map. This map reminds me a lot of Kill House from COD 4, you know, that variety map pack. And, you know, just because of the setting, of course, it's pretty, you know, it's got the giant glass roof above it, so kill streaks can still get in, of course, and I don't know, I just really like the vibe this map gives me, you know? It really does look like Kill House, doesn't it, though? But it's got the plane in the middle, which, of course, makes it quite unique, and it's a very interesting name for a map as well. I don't know, I just feel like it's a nice fun house, you know, arcadey map and everything like that. Very simple, 3 lanes, but, you know, it works. I don't know. I'm more of a fan of those simple maps than maps like Cartel and Miami, of course. But yeah, so Checkmate comes in at number 2. You already know what's at number 1. Crossroads is my favorite map in Cold War, of course. I feel like most of the community, most of you guys would agree with that. It is the most, I think it's the smallest map in the game right now. It's just a chunk of course, Crossroads, of course, the combined arms map, just put into a 6v6 map. And it works better than Armada simply for the fact that it's not on a ship, and ship maps, like I said, don't go well in COD for some reason. But this map definitely does. It feels the most like a Treyarch map to me because it's very, very small and fast-paced and cramped. You know, you got the center buildings, and then to the left and the right you have the long lanes, but you also have, you know, the lanes going through the middle that you can cut through and everything like that. It just is a lot of fun to play, and every time this map comes up, it gets voted for the most, which is exactly how you know that it's better than the other maps. And you know, the general census, the general community opinion is this map is good. So I definitely do agree on it. It is definitely the best map. It's good for all modes that I've played so far, although I've only played TDM, Kill Confirmed, and Domination, but those are like the main modes people play anyways, so it's good for kill streaks. I got a VTOL out of a care package and actually used it on this map and got a decent amount of kills with it, and yeah, I don't know, I just really like this map. I really hope Nuketown is good, and which it most likely will be, and I'll be making videos on that. And yeah, so yeah, Crossroads is in my eyes the best map currently in Cold War. Now, I do, of course, obviously, throughout the year, I expect my opinion on these maps to change, and maybe maps like Miami and Armada and Moscow and stuff will become some of my favorites, but I think Cartel is still going to be one of my least favorite, of course, and probably my least favorite throughout the year. Really just depends on how bad or how good, I guess, the DLC maps are, but yeah, so all the DLC maps are going to be free in this game, which is sick. I feel like they have a pretty good base for the maps in this game. You know, the top 4 maps are definitely really good, but the last 4, man, I feel like it's, you know, half are good, half are, you know, or maybe like 2 are decent, and the other 2 are just bad right now, and they change, which they probably won't be though, but they feel too much like Modern Warfare, am I right? But yeah, anyways though, guys, I should have another video out today. If not, then it will be tomorrow, and I've been trying to crank out some videos for you guys. I've been really enjoying Cold War right now, and grinding COD and stuff like that again, so it's fun. But yeah, so some good stuff along the way. Definitely leave your list in the comments and tell me if you guys agree with mine, and yeah, I will see you all in the next one. Today, guys, peace out.